So it shouldn't really come as any surprise, really, should it? That Owls in the Park is cancelled. We saw it coming. Yesterday they were talking about it. Today they've officially confirmed it. And you know what? I'm not surprised at all. The club website said we can confirm that this year's Owls in the Park will not take place due to Christmas relevant for the local episodes. When they confirmed that our pop event will return and the whole team thank you for their continued support. So we knew this was coming. Now, for me, this is one of those situations where you look at it and you go, yeah, I get why cancel it makes sense. It's a safety concern. That's what most of it is. It's a safety concern more than anything. And it's a shame. I would love to Owls in the Park to go on, but it's a safety thing. You can't do something if people can't have it that they don't think people are unsafe. And that's where things changes. And the thing is, with the whole situation of, well, say with Milan coming back, Milan was one of the people who made Owls in the Park, started it kind of thing, got it going, which I thought was fantastic. A really good community event. Now, on the Milan Mandrit thing, I'm intrigued to ask you guys, what are your thoughts on Milan Mandrit coming back to try and help with the club? I know I did the initial thing last night, but what are your thoughts originally on the idea of him coming back to try and help the club or save the club? Let's put it that way. How do you feel about his idea trying to figure out how he can help? Because for me last night I had it that you heard a man who was very much still keeping an eye on what Wednesday were doing, have been trying to put himself forward to help Chansiri where he can. And Chansiri's done his usual, well, it's my club, you're going to do what I want it to do, how I want it to do, and it's my way or the highway. And I think you look at the whole situation, Owls in the Park being cancelled, it's sounding like we don't have training pitch ready for next season. We're not too sure how the pitch is. We haven't had an announcement on shirts. We haven't had players play more than anything. Senior players are still waiting for their money. You've got a situation that the 14-day period is now up. The 14 days for him to reply to the FL, and we've not heard anything. Now, apparently the FL are in contact. I think that's what they said last night on BBC Radio Sheffield. But it just puts you in that weird situation where you don't know what the next thing's going to be. Is the next thing going to be, hopefully, a takeover? And we can start trying to push ourselves away from the Chansiri era? Is it going to be something like, I don't know, we're going to get more pain before it gets better, which is a strong possibility. There's a huge possibility that this gets a lot worse before it gets any better. And us fans are not the one to blame. Let's just have this right now. Us fans are not the one to blame for this, because we've gone, we supported the club, we've supported players, we've supported managers, and we've gone when everything keeps going up. We've gone and done that. DC, for whatever reason, won't accept certain bits of help. And it seems like the moments we try to help, it needs to be micromanaged. It's like he can't trust people to do certain bits of the job that he wants. Like when he first came in, when they put a transfer policy team in place, I was like, that's fantastic, great. That suddenly disbanded quickly. We've lost so many CEOs over the time when they, due to whatever reason. We've lost managers who have just like working with him hard. And one of the big things I will say, when you look at our seasons as a whole, one of the big things that I've always had is he'll do a really good summer in terms of the transfer window, but when it comes to January, taps off. It's like he doesn't do January transfer windows. He doesn't realise that you have to do 2 windows sometimes to do it. It's like, get through to this and then you get this. And in football, you can't do that. You can't just not really get anybody in January. Sometimes you need that extra 2 or 3 people to give you that push. we're in the position now of not knowing what's going to happen next. We haven't heard from the man. We haven't had anything. That's the bit that boggled my mind. Really boggled my mind. Albion Park being cancelled says everything. Milan coming back as well to try and help next week. I think he said it 25th and 26th that he's going to be in London. He's going to meet with his old team that he used to have, John Aldridge and all that lot, to try and get it all sorted and try and figure something out. Is there a way they do something? And yeah, some people will go, well, that's not moving us forward, but it will put us in a direction. And by the sounds of it, I think Milan said last night that he didn't want to sell. It wasn't in his intention to sell. And I think a lot of people know his wife was ill at the time. And that a lot of that was a big part of it, having a wife and trying to sort that out as well. But for me, right now, there's that tiny little bit of hope I get where maybe DC will listen to someone who he bought the club off. Maybe. But the fact that we've not heard anything, the fact that everything's quiet, the fact that we're not going to have our Owls in the Park, which is really good for the charities. The charities do really well. The community side of Wednesday, Owls in the Park is such a positive experience when that happens, because it does all the right things. It gets local charity money, it gets people to sign up for different things, and it's just an all-around good day. But I get why it's been cancelled, but don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. I much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing let people know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when video goes live. And football full-time, the episode we did last night, me and Matt, did it last night. Really good episode. Please go watch it. Go give him a sub. There's a short on the channel. I'll leave a link in the description below. I thought it was a live. I got my wife crossed because I was tired and late. But let's just see what happens, and hopefully we can put ourselves into a position where things get better at some point. But right now we're still in that process of going around for money. HMRC bill due soon. Next load of payments are due soon. Players still not paid. Owls in the Park cancelled. And an old friend is coming to try and help us and save whatever he can. And then we'll see what happens after that. But as of right now, Sheffield Wednesday are in a mess. And we're going to need some sort of saviour at the minute to try and get us out of this mess. So let's see what happens.